Film School Slacker contains adult language and themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Film School Slacker, the podcast where I go through my ever-growing watch list of films, and with me as always is Megan.
That's me.
Hey, Megan.
Hi.
I'm tired.
It is.
I'm just faking it till I make it tonight.
It's a Tuesday that feels like a Thursday.
It really does, and
and it's
anyway,
weird.
It is weird, but what are we watching today?
Today we are watching The Sixth Sense from 1999, rated PG-13, 1 hour, 47 minutes long, starring Bruce Willis, Haley Joel Osment, Toni Collette, Olivia Williams, among others, directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, this is M. Night Shyamalan?
Oh, yeah. And written
Great.
by M. Night Shyamalan as well.
M. Night. Oh, God. Okay.
I guess what do you know about it?
Okay. I know that there's it's a kid. There's a kid.
Haley Joel Osment.
Yep. I did not know Bruce Willis was in it, actually. But
Wow.
I know, no idea.
Way out of the loop.
Yeah, super out of the loop. I know that there's a I see dead people kind of energy. That is all I know. And I know that and I did hear that there was a twist. I don't know what the twist is.
You don't know what the twist is.
I don't know what the twist is.
Okay.
But my suspicion is it probably won't take me long to figure out the twist.
Won't.
Just based on cultural osmosis.
Right.
It'll probably come to me.
Also, the I see dead people vibe is
Yeah.
a literal quote in the movie.
Got it.
And that's where that quote comes from.
Got it. Okay.
I will say this is probably the spookiest of the spooky movies we watched this season.
Okay.
It's ghosts, it's psychological, it's not too intense.
Sure.
But it's been a long ass time since I've seen it. I don't think
PG-13, so it can't be insane.
No, it's not. It's not super bloody, gory horror. It's
right.
It's more ghosty horror rather than
Saw.
rather than body horror.
Got it. Is it super jump scary?
There are a couple moments, but you can kind of
feel them coming.
You kind of feel them coming.
Okay.
There are some moments that could be, but not jump scare murdery.
Sure.
Because everyone that the kid can see is already dead.
Right. He sees dead people.
He sees dead people.
Perfect.
I think you know. I think you know the thing. The twist.
The Shyamalan twist.
Because
I
again, cultural osmosis. I think he probably heard it somewhere, and
if I had to make a guess,
dormant inside your brain.
Yeah, I had to, because the cards on the table. I did have every time I get my haircut now, my barber always asks me what we've watched and what we're about to watch.
I love it.
And I was
a listener.
I haven't asked. I know he knows what it is.
Sweet.
Call him out on it. But I told him The Sixth Sense was our next movie, and he's like, well, if you don't know the twist, that's the only reason it's good to watch it. Once you know it, there's really no point.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd say that's fair.
If I had to guess from just knowing what I know about M. Night Shyamalan,
right?
And I don't know that I've actually seen another one of his movies ever.
Like The Village, or was it The Happening, or some shit like that?
Yeah,
there's a bunch of them.
A bunch of them. I don't think I've ever seen one. But what I know about the ones that I know there's some plot about, and the Shyamalan twist, quote unquote Shyamalan twist energy, my guess is that the kid's dead. Is that? I mean, obviously, don't tell me because I'm not
going to tell you.
Okay.
But
I'll put it out there now. That's my guess. It's we're looking at it from the wrong direction kind of thing.
Gotcha.
That's my whatever he's seeing is the opposite That's my Shyamalan twist.
I'm gonna guess it'll take you 15 to 20 minutes into the movie to be able to guess.
to call it. Okay. We'll come back after and we'll tell you how long it actually took me.
I will literally start a timer when we start the movie.
Credits roll. We go. We do the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't have. Also, it hasn't really felt like spooky season, simply because it's been so goddamn hot out. Like I can't.
This last week has been more proper,
A little bit.
spooky season weather,
Yeah.
especially today because
Yeah,
it's
today was like dreary and
rainy
gray and
cold.
blustery.
and
yeah,
I love it.
I know, me too.
I love it so much.
I just don't understand why people are like, it's more summer. I'm like, ew, no.
I hate summer. I hate it.
Which is so funny because I always dreaded going back to school.
I loved going back to school.
But at the same
nerd.
time, classic. Well, same, but like I didn't like the impending part of it.
Oh,
Like the impending
The
coming back to
looming.
school, right?
gotcha.
But also like I hated summer.
I hated summer. I
Yeah.
always hate summer. It's hot.
It's hot. It's
there are bugs.
dumb. It's like
My family makes me go camping even though I have a cabin.
for me, like my ideal world was always like the world is fall or winter, and then like vacation is summer. Like I go, I go to Florida. Florida is summer, right? Like that was
yeah.
like in my mind as a child. Like,
I
that
go
was
to the
how-
warm places.
yes,
I don't live in the warm
right.
place.
I would rather live in the cool,
Yes,
cool or cold,
same.
and then like visit the warm.
Big
and that
same.
was So anyway, I feel like a lot of Minnesotans are probably that way.
Like if I could just have like spring, winter, and fall all
Yeah.
year round
yeah,
without summer,
Actual
and,
summer
like,
happening.
go to the summer places,
Yeah.
I would be very happy.
I fully agree.
Unfortunately,
I will
that's
co-sign
not how
that.
the world works.
And it's only gonna get worse.
It's only going to get worse. Although this year there was a cold weekend at Fest. We have not had a cold weekend at Fest
yeah.
since
There was a couple of wild moments,
like
kind of mild situations.
2019, I feel.
Okay.
I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But like the first 5 to 7 years I was at Fest, the last 2 weekends were always cold.
Cold, okay.
And
Huh.
it was like you could set your watch by
Right.
it, but now it's like, oh no, I guess it'll just be 95 degrees in the beginning of
Fuck
October.
me, I guess.
Literally.
I hate that. Yeah. So moral of the story is I am kind of like, and so then that was the other thing is I didn't like I've never liked Halloween. Like growing up, it always stressed me
Yeah.
out. But I
can see
also,
that.
as an adult, have realized that mentally, fall is better for me than summer.
Mm-hmm.
So this has been a weird thing for me to kind of parse apart as an
Mm.
adult human, being like, oh, I thought I hated fall. I just didn't like going back to school or
Having to go
people's obsession with Halloween.
beg strangers for candy.
Like I just
Yeah.
hated it. And also all the candy was like had peanuts in it anyway.
Oh, that's true,
And
yeah.
like
That would
I didn't
put a
like
downer
getting
on it.
scared. Like I didn't like loud noises. Look,
Right.
I you know how it is. My mom took Tylenol when she had me, and my mom
See,
and I
my mom only took Tylenol. My mom only took Tylenol PM, so I'm only autistic at night.
That's my favorite one.
I know.
So good.
Oh God.
No. That my mom and I have had a couple of very, very good texting moments back and forth with her with that. My mom's like, I'm so sorry.
So sorry. I took
sorry this happened to you."
Tylenol. Jesus Christ.
Well, after that ridiculous tangent,
Anyway.
let's roll the tape.
Let's do it.
$14 minutes, 44 seconds.
That was faster than I thought by like 26 seconds.
Well, and of course, like
16 seconds.
the
can-
osmosis of the pop culture osmosis.
Right.
If I, came to that movie fully cold and didn't know.
Didn't know anything about it.
But at the same time, it's called The Sixth Sense. It's
Right.
kind of beating you up over the head with it.
It does. There are some
And-
pretty heavy-handed hints.
And the second that even the thought of it goes past your brain, like everything reinforces it. Mm-hmm. It's not ambiguous.
No.
Like he's, he talks to his wife. She never says anything to him that's
Right.
direct. He does stuff, and it's like the only people he ever interacts with are Cole.
Cole.
Yeah. Like there's no it's an incredibly obvious twist.
Right.
But on the flip side, I will say that I think that the twist wasn't bad to like it, even though knowing that was probably true, like it's not like it was ruined. Like the rest of the movie was fine to watch, knowing that he was gonna have to figure it out at some point. But yeah, no, that was basically painfully obvious. But yeah, no, I liked it more than I was expecting to.
Yeah,
because I kind of thought I wasn't gonna like it. I think this is probably one of the better performances of a child actor I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. As I mentioned during the screening, I believe Haley Joel Osment got nominated for an Academy Award.
Okay.
For this.
Yeah, he was really, really good. Like he
is the first millennial male to have received an Academy Award nomination for acting. Because as we discovered, Haley Joel Osment is about 2-ish weeks younger than my husband.
It's so weird. Like it is just
which means he's only about 4.5 years older than I am.
Right. And so
I'm pretty sure I'm the same age as his sister.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, I was just really kind of taken by the performance, and I suspect that's probably why a lot of the reason that people liked the movie.
Yeah.
Because he played it in a way where it's like this is a kid who's seen so much.
Right.
And like he played that really well.
And at the same time, he's tiny.
Right.
Like he's supposed to be 9 years old in the movie.
Oh, he is. Okay.
He was 11 when they actually filmed.
Sure.
And if you look at him compared to his peers, like even...
He was pretty small.
Yeah. He had that kind of, that really like delicate child face still.
Right.
And like you want to help this kid.
Right.
He feel literally like
must protect.
Looks like sad puppy.
Right. Even
though there was an actual puppy in the movie.
The puppy gets underutilized.
But
no, I agree. I think he has a good energy of like he's both like he seems like he's totally rational, even though like because you're looking at it from his perspective. And in the first, I don't know, almost half of the movie, you don't see the dead people except for Malcolm.
Except Bruce Willis.
Yeah, so that was interesting too. Like, but you still felt, even though he had kind of outbursty stuff, you never felt like he was the one at fault. Like you always felt like you were on his side. It was an impressive performance, and I will say, while I called Haley Joel Osment out because he was so young, the whole cast was super good. Yeah, like that was it was really good. The I had never seen Bruce Willis in a role like this.
Right. He's not, he's not a rough and tumble. Yeah. Like, beat 'em up sort of action hero. He's
child psychologist.
The child psychologist, which requires a degree of sensitivity and measurement and just
like I was
calm.
I was really impressed. Because my joke was like, all the things I've seen Bruce Willis in is always sort of a farce of another Bruce Willis role. Like it always feels like it's like everything that I've seen him in, from like even The Fifth Element, where it's kind of it's like it's a joke, but he's playing Bruce Willis. He's playing that role. It's
basically like almost like Die Hard in space.
Yeah, exactly.
Some version of John McClane.
Yes, yeah. They just they're like, can we get John McClane? You do realize that that's not a real human being, right?
But make it kinky and
space. I'm like, all right, fine. Can we include Chris Tucker? Yes. So like that. I need to watch that movie. It's been a while.
So good.
So like there's that. He was in Pulp Fiction and he plays a rough and tumble character,
boxer,
and kind of a douchebag.
Yeah.
So like the idea of seeing him play this like very soft-spoken, kind of reserved,
academic
kind of role was I'd kind of written Bruce Willis off as always playing Bruce Willis, and I just kind of didn't, or I shouldn't say Bruce Willis because I don't actually know how he behaves, you know,
Right.
as a
As a
person.
human being.
Right. But he was very good at those roles, and so I just kind of chalked him up to like, Bruce Willis is in this movie, he's going to play that character.
Yeah.
And that wasn't what happened here, and I think that he did a really good job of kind of showing a very vulnerable character, and his acting with Haley Joel Osment was really good.
Yeah.
I think that they worked really well off of each other, and that worked really well. Why can't I think of her name all of a sudden? Please say
Toni Collette.
Toni Collette. Yeah, she was, and I had not seen her in much, or if I had, it's been small bit stuff. And she was also really good. Like,
Yeah.
everyone had like their emotions and character thoughts on lock, and I think that was really cool.
Yeah.
Because, and this is my hot take, and we can get into the notes in a second here, but
Hot take.
my hot take, is that our new thing? My hot take was, the script isn't amazing. Like, it's like the story and script, like it's fine. It's serviceable.
I think the story is more interesting than the script.
I think that the story is not, there's not a lot happening.
Right.
You know, and the script is serviceable but not exceptional, and I think that everything about that movie came down to like the way it was acted and the way it was shot. Like every bit of that movie that made it interesting was about the performances and the technical thing around it.
And that's kind of it's the Great British Bake Off kind of strategy, I think. You know, you may not do something totally outlandish and crazy. Right. You do something pretty basic, but you do it super well.
Yes.
And, you know, I think that's more in the line of the acting and the technical side.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like you said, the performances were incredible.
Well, yeah.
Toni Collette and Haley Joel Osment both got nominated for Oscars.
Okay, because she was also, you felt for her a lot.
Oh,
like, you
God.
really she did such a good job of being like, just, I don't know, like both keeping it together for him, but being at wit's end.
Yeah.
Like doing all of that at once. It was just really a good performance.
She's a single mom working 2 jobs
Right.
to, keep her house. Her kid has, from what looks like from the outside, behavioral issues.
Right. But she also knows he's super
But
sweet.
but she knows that it's not him on some level, I think.
Right. Yeah. But she knows
and her
that
husband left her for some
Right.
toll booth chick in Pittsburgh. Like,
that must be where what I'm missing is I just need to start hitting up women in toll booths.
yeah,
I figured.
please do, because we have so many of those around here.
Right. This is the problem. You can't meet a nice girl anymore. It's Minnesota. We don't have any
What do they do when they have to pee? Do they just like close their lane and go pee? I don't know.
It's just like
I mean,
they're actually sitting on a toilet the whole time.
You know what? From the toll booths I've seen.
Oh my God, that is pretty funny.
But yeah, I've seen this movie before. We had it on DVD when I was growing up.
Sure.
We had this and Signs, which is the Alien movie
M. Night Shyamalan
that M. Night Shyamalan did.
Got
and
it.
I had totally forgotten about it until it popped up on the,
You should also watch. Yeah, right.
I'm like, oh yeah, Signs. That's the Alien one with Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix.
Interesting.
Yeah, we should watch the trailer after this because
sounds good.
It's a fucking weird one.
Amazing.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what was I saying?
So
I had seen it a handful of times, and I think this time I reacted more emotionally.
Yeah.
There were a couple moments where
Same.
I was like not tearing up, but like,
Oh, I totally did.
I totally could have.
At the end.
But I'm dead inside, so.
No, fair. I mean, like, I usually am. I have weird little moments that'll, like, randomly get in. I'm like, no, is that a feeling? No, thank you.
Sibling stuff will get me.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the moment with the little girl and he gives her sister's puppet, and she's asking if she'll come back.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot. For me, it's
And like the sister, like saved her younger sister because of Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, that whole sequence was something. Yeah,
I'm okay. It's fine.
Anytime two people that aren't in alignment and then they align, that's where I have like a large emotional release.
Okay.
So that's like when like with his mom, when somebody like two people find like an understanding that had been not in alignment, like that for me is like a lot to deal with.
That and then the moment in the car with his mom, I was
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Because like it's almost like you can tell she doesn't want to believe him at first, and then he tells her all this stuff about that like grandma said, which also
and he had it all on lock. He had all the stuff that would be like, oh yep, no, he's clairvoyant. Okay.
I totally loved the I'm ready to communicate with you now.
I have that note. It's so good. Okay, with all that being said, let's get to the notes because there'll be more of this.
Oh man.
My first note was literally, let's see if Bruce Willis can play anyone but Bruce Willis.
He can.
He can. Turns out he can.
Can.
Future Ian determined he could. These opening credits are boring.
The opening credits were so boring. It was literally because we were talking about it. Like most of the time, if they're doing opening credits,
especially in like the 90s and aughts,
it's a sequence. It's the credits are playing over something that's going on. Like you mentioned, Silence of the Lambs. You know, she's going through the training course, and we see the credits as it come up on screen.
Right.
But this was just black screen, white text.
Yeah.
For like a solid 3 minutes.
My hot take was the intro credits for The Room are better.
Absolutely.
There was like cool porny shots of San Francisco.
Yeah.
It was, and it had that
give me cool porny shots of Philadelphia because apparently there's a lot.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I want to go to that town. It looks so cool.
Oh, it was so cool. I would go to Philly.
I would check out Philly.
Ooh, I wonder if we can
I've heard
crash.
it's like kind of shitty.
Like it depends on where. I think.
Yeah, and I mean, absolutely, all the touristy areas.
I thought the intro was interesting. She, so Malcolm's wife Anna goes down and gets a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
and like she had this sort of like there was an energy like in the basement.
Yeah, she commented, she's like, it's getting chilly,
and I found that really interesting.
Yeah,
because. And then after he died, she had like blocked off.
Yeah, she blocked off the basement. I really hope she got the wine out first.
Right. Or maybe she just stopped drinking. I don't know.
No.
That can't be it.
Sorry. No, if your husband dies.
It makes me wonder, like, she like seemed to have sort of like a feeling that there was something already down there. She
kind of had a little bit of, The Shining. If we're gonna call it that. You know, like that little like touch of clairvoyance.
Right.
I think she did because I don't know if you caught it, but at the scene where he supposedly stands her up for dinner.
Right.
When he goes to reach for the tab, there's like a little whoosh sound.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I wasn't in the middle of the sound field of the Yeah. Interesting.
I also read that in the trivia. So
okay. Did you hear it? But you heard it.
I was primed to hear it. And I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. It's very subtle.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I think, and then they were definitely having a conversation when she was asleep.
Yes.
Like it was very, it wasn't like I'm just saying I miss you into
the void. Right. No, that's actually a super good thing that I might have this note later, but it's a thing that I want to bring up. How early do you think Cole knew, or did Cole ever know that he was dead?
That Bruce Willis was dead?
Mm-hmm.
I think he knew from the start.
From the start? You think so?
Yeah. I think, because
it's never explicitly stated.
No.
And he never tells Malcolm.
No.
And so I've always wondered, like, so from the get-go, like, I think and he never even at the end said anything because he could tell that Malcolm didn't want, like, like he had to kind of come to the conclusion himself. But the fact that he said, I think my solution to your problem is that you talk to her while she's asleep.
Right.
And I found that interesting. Like, did he know? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what level of understanding Cole had of Malcolm's situation. And I don't know that I know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm
there's nothing really.
I'm really curious because I don't know, get Haley Joel Osment on the phone.
Yeah. Haley Joel Osment, come on our podcast.
Come on our podcast.
Tell us about your time working on Kingdom Hearts. I have so many questions.
But like I'm trying to like think of this because if he knew from the start, because we don't really see him interact with like kids his own age except for his bullies and Misha Barton, the girl.
Yep.
Towards the end, we don't really see him interact with any adults other than his mom and his teacher.
Right.
Outside of Bruce Willis. So my line of thinking here is, would an adult coming up to him to talk to him in a serious capacity be
an immediate flag
for him?
Right.
Or would it be just like, oh yeah, this psychologist followed me to church?
Yeah, and I have notes on that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Huh.
Weird.
Huh.
Somebody call HJO.
Right. It's time.
Joe.
Joe. Oh, so she goes down and gets the wine from the maybe haunted basement. She comes upstairs and she was like they have that dialogue while they're like kind of drunk.
Yeah.
And because he got his award and the award's in the chair, which I feel like I should find an award that I got forever ago and just like put it in a chair and talk about it while I'm kind of drunk, because I just need that kind of bolstering in my life right now.
Coming up on spoilers,
sort of. Yo. And she has the line, putting everything aside and everyone aside, including me. I'm like, ooh, maybe need to be doing some therapy more close to home with that.
But it didn't seem like she minded.
I know it felt very underhanded.
It could have been, like a little poke or jab, but
right.
It didn't. It seemed like she was.
It was
very
more
proud
about the
of him.
pride. Yeah, fair enough. It just felt like it was like a throwaway line that was like okay.
Oh,
I've noted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you should see some adult psychologists.
Yeah, now that you're I also love they did a little bit of drunk acting. It was good. Oh, and then hello, random man in his underwear, and you're upstairs. Yeah. That's no good. But the other thing I noticed right away, and again, this is one of those movies where it's hard not to have a little bit of it spoiled.
Yeah.
And I think pretty early on, I'm like, oh, he's also clairvoyant. This guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's clearly like been driven to madness.
Yeah.
And the way that his psychology was handled was bad.
Yeah.
And I
probably
think
was like probably started getting help. But then something happened and
he left.
His treatment got discontinued,
or the treatment was wrong. Like the treatment was treatment was counterproductive.
Was pills that made him unable to block anything out or anything, something like that. I don't know.
Any number. I can only imagine. Like I am obviously a skeptic. I'm a person I'm kind of agnostic to the world, right?
Yeah.
Like I know I would never claim to understand something. And so like, I don't not think that clairvoyance exists. Like, I don't know, I don't know enough to know, but, I think that, I could see that being a thing where like, it would be very mentally taxing to have that. And like, and if you're not treating yourself mentally properly, or you're getting bad advice, like I could see that being very, very dangerous.
Yeah. Well, and we even see it with Cole.
Yeah.
Like, he is terrified.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
He just has that kind of baseline level of fear.
Yeah, he was like me when I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
I get it.
Which,
hey, game recognizing game. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, and then it was just like, starting this movie with a random murder suicide. That's always good. And I said that, and then almost deleted the line when he showed up, like right when that happened, and she shot him, and then he starts walking down the thing, and I was about to delete murder suicide, and then I went,
gonna hold on to
I'm gonna
that.
hold on to that.
We'll see how this.
We'll
See where this goes.
Leave that where it is. Yeah. And I'm like, oh great, we have another movie with a therapist. We're just coming off of a movie not too long ago with a therapist.
Except this one is
Not
already dead.
already
and
dead.
Won't kill you and eat you.
Correct. Yeah.
We hope.
We would. Yeah. And then okay. So I had my line. Some people long bottom. I Haley Joel Osment, which is probably not good to say, but maybe I'll cut this. Maybe I'll leave it. I don't know.
I laughed.
I laughed, and I appreciate that.
Honestly, Haley Joel Osment. He has it's the John Mulaney syndrome. He doesn't look bad. He just
looks worse.
he just looks. He doesn't look old. He just looks worse.
He just looks worse. Like I don't know. I think I've probably aged more than Haley Joel Osment has, but like, yeah. I mean,
you also don't. I mean, he can probably get like some special LA treatments. I can't. Like that. I don't know.
I don't have Gwyneth Paltrow goop money, so
No.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Toni Collette busting out of her top in the beginning. I don't know what that was all about. She's like, the first thing she was wearing. I'm like, wow, okay.
What are your jobs?
I mean, literally no
we never
judgment.
Find out.
Right, like
no judgment.
Literally no judgment.
Just
but
curiosity.
I mean, like, she could get it probably.
Oh, she can get it.
Talking to these Cole's walking to whatever, and the kid's like, it's called improv. Cracked me up.
That kid
was something.
That kid is a jackass.
No kidding. And so then we start interacting with we've got Malcolm walking around, and the only thing I can think of is Carbon Dallas and Fifth Element, and I just
Carbon
because
Dallas.
the one that's the movie that I associate the most with Bruce Willis for no good
That is a
fucking
weird
reason. For me,
I go to Die Hard, so
fair, and I've only ever seen Die Hard once, and it was I think at your house like 5 years
for
ago.
Christmas. Yeah. It's one of my Christmas movies.
Yeah, and I'd love let's put that on the list again this year. But I think not for the podcast, just us to watch.
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie. I know that's like the quintessential Bruce Willis movie,
Right.
but The Fifth Element, that's my Bruce Willis movie.
It's a good one.
It is.
I mean, you're not
It's
wrong
my
for that.
my favorite because he plays it exactly like a Bruce Willis.
He's the straight man
role, but he's also fully. He does it so
in
well.
ridiculous space.
Yeah, he's good at being in
weirdness.
He's good at maintaining that trajectory, even though everything else is bonkers. So fun.
Right.
I think I'm gonna start playing the chair game with my roommate. I'll just every time I'm like let's play a game, and as
I really liked that.
if I read your mind, and if I'm right, take one step closer to the chair. Yeah.
If I'm wrong, take one step closer to the door, and then you can go.
So mad at me though.
Oh yeah. Oh, if Aaron and I played that game,
there'd be a murder. I'd be very upset.
It would be a murder.
I'd be like, did you guys play the chair game? Which one of you played the chair game? And one of you's in the hospital. Aaron. Classic. No, I love that.
I love you, even though you don't listen to my podcast.
That's fair. That's probably for the best. You're the quote, "You're nice, but you can't help me" is peak relatable. That is a relatable comment.
Nice, and you can't help me.
I loved my internal thought process is I think that maybe is when Cole realized that he was dead. That's just a theory.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's either that or I don't know. I'm just trying to that's like the only thing that like really is a weird loose end for me with this movie.
Because he never gets scared when Bruce Willis is around.
Right, because every other time we see an interaction with a dead person, like he's clearly very visibly like shaken by it.
Well, and they're more obviously
aggressive.
dead.
Right. You can tell it's very like
because we don't see the blood stain on the back of his shirt until the end.
Right.
So, and every time he's interacting with Cole, he's wearing the blazer over the shirt.
Right.
So maybe he didn't think he was dead for the first
time. I also get the feeling that he maybe even wasn't. he was so committed, like that he almost. I personally believe that even if he had taken the blazer off, you wouldn't have seen anything because he was so committed to like the goal.
I gotta help this kid.
Like he had kind of put it off almost. Like
there was
his arc had been put off. Overriding thing. Yeah, it was very interesting.
And I mean, his whole character is very calm and
collected,
steady, and
what
collected.
happens if a therapist is a ghost? It's
right.
Like, oh no, am I dead? Oh dear, that's unfortunate.
My therapist is a ghost.
I feel like that could quickly turn into a.
I want to write that novella.
Either you or Chuck Tingle.
Oh, I guarantee Chuck Tingle has already written something like
"Pounded in the Butt" by my therapist ghost.
"Pounded in the Butt" by my ghost therapist. And
who's also the manifestation of my whatever, some crazy,
and who's also a father figure.
Who's also a father figure. Or maybe Meghan is gonna write it.
No, not gonna write it.
No, but when Chuck Tingle does, I will send it to you.
Oh, I will. Yeah.
Doing housework in the Walkman. I mean, that is just me cleaning my bathroom in my AirPods, but in 1999, you know, I forgot about the yellow Walkman like sport band
like
kind
earbud things, pre-earbud.
Do you remember how fucking uncomfortable those were?
Yes, I do. I have tiny ears, even the
smallest little.
Well, even the like the iPod, the original iPod.
Yeah, the big.
Yeah. Those fucking hurt.
Yeah. Oh, those kind of did though.
Yeah.
That era. Was it the one around with the big I think I know what you're talking about.
They were the ones that were. Yeah. Why are earbuds so hard to describe?
I know. I was just about to describe it, and I didn't know how to describe it.
They looked like they had like the stem.
Yeah, but
it was
like
big
the big thing that was like sort of attached to the stem, but not like a unibody piece. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those ones.
Yeah, those were uncomfortable.
Those fucking hurt.
Yeah, those really
so
hurt.
bad.
Oh man, because remember back in the day, you would throw away your built-in headphones, and you'd find some pair of whatever over your.
I literally bought like little skull candy.
Yeah, I had the little green skull candy. Gather around the campfire, children. Back at sorry.
What color was your iPod Nano?
I'm green.
Mine was purple.
Please don't sue us. I think not, because literally it's like back in the old days we used to have these things. We used to have these things called iPods, and it had a little scroll wheel. You'd connect it to your desktop computer. So you could download music via iTunes. And everyone would get their music from LimeWire, but we'd pretended we didn't. And and then you'd have to go out to Target.
Store photos
on it, and you could play photos on your 3-inch screen. And my favorite part was like you'd have to go to Target with your chore money. And get your pair of $40 skull candy in-ear headphones that had the little skull on them.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was the big thing for the snowboarders. Wow, I feel old. Anyway. Moving on.
I mean, the 9-year-old in this movie is pushing 40.
Pushing 40.
So.
Yep, okay. Fair enough. Stop looking at me. I feel like that's a famous line. Like that, kind of like that sequence of like, stop looking at me. Yeah. Like that. I feel like
with the teacher and the.
Yeah, like there was like an osmosis thing there that I felt like kind of came through from something. Julie Andrew on top of Mountaintop Happy. That bridesmaid was the realist. She was the real one.
I want her to be my best friend.
Right? Like truly, I am so sorry. If she ever
can I get married again just so I can invite her to my wedding
and just hype you up?
She can be my maid of honor.
Oh man, perfect. We had a nice little round of applause for Zoloft.
Although it didn't. I mean, this could be just the way that pharmacy works. Yeah. But they did not look like Zoloft pills.
Yeah, and I also
they were capsules. They weren't.
I also think that you could, they probably just grabbed
and
whatever.
It was
probably just like whatever.
That was literally like
had.
the props supervisor's Adderall prescription.
Though it would, if I will tell you right now, like if and when I direct a movie, if there is a pill bottle in it, I will be looking for accuracy on the pills.
Oh yeah.
That is a dumb thing that I will probably care about.
Yeah.
And I am so sorry to any props people that would work with me in the future on that.
Yeah, I'm not. I want it the way I want it.
I want it the way I want it.
I'm the director.
The director. So they're at the birthday party, and he goes up to and I don't know the whole bit of what happens there. Once he's in, like they leave it pretty vague.
Yeah.
I'm probably on purpose.
Honestly, when I remember when watching that as a kid, and by kid I mean
Early teens.
10
Okay.
to 14.
Sure.
No, younger than that, like
Sure.
9 to 14. That was the scariest part for me
Totally.
because it's you don't see what happens.
Right.
You don't know
Right.
what happens in that
Absolutely.
that cabinet,
Right.
that
It was tiny.
weird, awkward top of the stairs cabinet.
And they didn't appear to be anything else at the top of those stairs,
No.
just the cabinet.
Just the cabinet.
That was bizarre to me.
The staircase to nowhere.
That's the real scary part. Like, why the fuck is that there? Anyway, but
yeah, it was because the guy in the voice you hear.
Yeah.
So I think that's the first time we really hear
A dead voice.
a dead
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
And you know, like seriously, like what the voice mentioned something like the master's horse. I didn't take
Right.
the master's horse or something.
Right.
It was like, oh, this is an old ghost.
Right.
Yikes. And like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
he
either.
gets locked in the closet with the scary, and it's
Well, it's
creepy as hell.
It's genuinely creepy, and I think that's weird to me is the thing looks like that space looks huge. This like void.
Yeah.
When you look at it the first time, and then he gets shoved in there.
and it's like a 2x3 box.
Yeah, like there would be no room for another human being in there.
Right.
So like I'm just a little I don't know. Like I don't know exactly what happened there.
Right.
But anyway, I thought that was an interesting. But there's also like an insinuation that he was attacked.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I'll have to look that up and see like what the deal was later. But,
Yeah.
But the why did I bring this up? Oh, when I can't think of the mom's name. I don't remember the character name. But anyway, when Tony
shit.
when Tony Collette comes in and grabs him out of the room, because it randomly becomes unlocked too, which is weird.
Yeah.
I have a theory on that. I think he might have been
Lynn.
I think he might have been possessed.
Oh, yeah.
That's my going
Maybe.
theory, because there's no space for two physical beings in
but
there. Like, but
ghosts aren't
okay,
corporeal.
I'm so sorry, but was he not using that
Theoretically.
record player at the end? I have so many questions.
I don't know, man.
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, like, he doesn't act like he can walk through walls.
He
You know what
doesn't.
I mean? You
But
know what I mean?
then how does he get into his office?
Well, he can open doors, but
Can he?
not the doors that are blocked. I don't know.
Can he open the doors?
I don't know.
Do we see him open doors?
I don't know.
I
I'd have
don't
to
know.
I'd
That's
have
a
to go
genuine
replay
question.
Actually, I have no
to-
idea. But like the door that he couldn't open
Was blocked.
was blocked.
right.
Yeah.
They only see what they want to see.
Right. So I think that he can. I don't know. He was able to play that tape and move the tape
was.
recorder and manipulate stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, moral of the story. Interesting. I have questions about the nature of how
Yeah. How do ghosts work?
in the M. Night Shyamalan-iverse.
Yeah.
Did I just say Shyamalan-iverse?
Shyamalan-iverse.
I'm so terrible. I'm so
That
sorry.
like trips off the tongue. I like
really
that.
the Shyamalan-iverse.
The Shyamalan-iverse.
Shyamalan-iverse.
We might have to watch another Shyamalan-iverse movie.
Oh no. But anyway, one of the things, and this is something I've called out in the past, I absolutely detest undercranked footage. And when she pulls him out of the thing,
Yeah.
it's that undercranked thing again. I'm like, why are we doing this
Why
again?
did we need to take?
If you want to make it slow and she takes him out for impact, make it an actual overcranked and slowed down shot. Like I'm sick of this shit. Don't make me watch it. School age schizophrenia. He's like taking notes on his little tape
Yeah.
recorder, and I'm like, is that my debut album? Probably.
School age schizophrenia. You are. I love you, but you are not school age anymore.
No, it's autobiographical.
Oh,
about
got
my
it, got it,
past.
got
yeah,
it,
no,
got
you're
it.
absolutely right. Also,
It's not Life of a Showgirl.
Life of a Showgirl. No, it is not.
Fucking A, I hate that. Well, don't get me started. Anyway,
Ah,
do you even know what the fate of Ophelia was? No, you don't. 'Cause you don't read. Sorry. We're gonna get canceled.
Are you going after Swifties right now?
I'm not going after Swifties. Like what you want to like. It's not for me.
Exactly. Fair enough. Yeah.
Your poetry is weird.
We've been canceled.
Your lyrics are
we're already canceled.
Are awkward.
It's
I
fine.
don't understand the appeal, but whatever. Anyway.
Okay. So the next thing is the whole sequence of him like sprinting to the bathroom and like the scariness happening kind of with all of that going on would have absolutely flipped my shit as a kid. Like that sequence is like a feeling that I already have as a person, and like I'm like, oh, this is so relatable. Oh no.
It's the I can't get out of bed because there's a monster underneath it and it's gonna grab my ankles.
Or there's something in the hallway that's gonna grab me, or it's gonna come in, and once you're peeing, you're fucked. Like you can't.
It's that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And like having watched that sequence as a kid who was around that age, I'm like, I get that.
Yeah, totally relatable.
Yeah,
scary
super
as
scary
shit.
as fuck.
32-year-old man now feeling like I'm 9 again and terrified. Also, just kind of like walking around in my own house at night. I'm like, oh. Am I going to get grabbed by a monster? Ian, you have a mortgage. I'm like, I don't care.
See, in my own house, I'm fine.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm mostly fine. I do get like dark recesses, like still weird me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't have a nightlight or anything, but like,
well, yeah.
Yeah. But like,
I mean, no judgment if you do.
No, yeah. Any human being that has a nightlight, I'm not here to like tell you that you're a wimp or something. It's just, like that, some of those. Then again, I don't really have any
dark recesses in my house.
Fair, and if there is one, it's probably just Chala back there.
Yeah, I do have a void. His name is Chala. He's 10. He's a kitty cat.
He's a kitty cat.
He's my snuggly kitty boy.
Yeah. He loves feet.
He does love feet.
Just so much.
He's a fucking weirdo.
God, your cats are weird. Actually,
all my pets are weird. I've never had a normal pet in my life.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
That's fair. It's more interesting that way.
Yeah. Then I get to point and laugh and be like, haha, what a weird animal. Right. And then they probably point and laugh and be like, haha, you're a weird human.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah. So then like the woman in the kitchen is like screaming at him, which is terrifying. Like totally. That is like probably the scariest sequence in the movie. Probably. He anyway, I was like, Jesus, the poor kid. It's just so traumatizing.
Well, and like I think this is the first kind of big glimpse
moment we see
of what his day-to-day is
like, right. Like, we start to look at it.
This is the shit he deals with on a daily basis.
And I find that to be an interesting take. Like that is basically halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
That we start to see the things he sees.
Yeah.
Like there's a slow build to that.
We did skip over the I see dead people scene in the hospital.
You're right. I didn't write that
That's
down.
Fine.
Why did I do that? Yeah.
I mean, Bruce Willis comes to visit him in the hospital.
Right, after the closet incident.
We get the I see dead people famous line.
Yeah.
And yeah, then we get into more.
Starting to see the stuff.
That's the
turning point where we start to look at it from Cole's perspective.
Now we get to see
whose last name is Sear, by the way, which is just
Sear, which is like just make it just
M. Night Shyamalan's a hack. No.
Don't get me started on M. Night Shyamalan and names.
Or the freaking color, the color red. Once you said it, I'm like, well, this is.
Well, now this obvious.
Like it's like it's not artsy. It's just obvious.
It's just obvious.
Okay.
It's just beating me over the head with it. Now you're just being a dick about it.
Yeah. Oh, then they do their like school play, the first school play of 2. I don't know why they have so many school plays. Where
are they getting the budget?
I don't know.
It is a private school. I mean, maybe it's a performing arts school. I don't know.
That's fair.
I can't really tell.
But they pull out their camcorders, like their 90s camcorders. That actually, I laughed out loud.
That gave you a little bit of life.
It wasn't the camera passing through the plate glass window in Men in Tights, but it was up there.
It was close.
It was close. The play did suck big time, but it is better than Cats. I love the Cats reference too.
Cats.
That was so many weird things in one. It was just
not hard to be there, Bruce.
Right.
Not hard to be.
Oh, when Cole describes like the the kind
hairs
of hair
on the back of
standing
your
up,
neck.
the line with the sometimes you feel like you're falling down really fast but you're still standing still. Like that is such a real description of like anxiety.
Yeah.
like there are real messages here, a real kind of underlying themes here around mental health that I think are interesting, because it isn't really a movie about mental health per se,
Right.
Because it's ultimately like a supernatural thriller. Like it's not really supposed to be mental
all
health.
of this could be caused by a mental illness, but
Right.
the reality of the situation is that
Is
he's
not,
actually
right.
clairvoyant.
And also like, but even with that being said, there's still something to be said about just having, if you're an adolescent person, having an adult believe you.
Yeah.
Like that is
Such what
there's a lot there. Like there is something, because you could look at this all as just like a giant metaphor for abuse. You could look at it as a metaphor for whatever. But the idea of like,
didn't Cole say at one point, like, I like that you listen to me.
yeah,
Or like having you listen to me is really nice or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah. And that's
wow. It was touching. Like, and that, I think that is a real mental health bit. Like that is a real thing. And I think that
just having someone validate you, especially a grown up when you were a kid.
Just someone to be like, no, like, I don't think you're, because he's, and even when he tells his mom at the end, like, do you think I'm a freak? And like, she's just like,
hey, no, absolutely not.
Do not. Yeah. Don't say that. You know, like it's letting him have that ability to like,
to just be honest.
To be honest, and be honest with someone who just was listening, and like let him kind of warm up to tell his mom. Like that was huge. Like there's a real mental health message here.
Arc.
And especially how we interact with young people who are trying to figure real shit out.
Yeah.
And even if the shit doesn't feel real to
adults,
us as adult people, it doesn't mean that young brain doesn't feel it just as real.
Right.
That was kind of, I think, one of the better.
Listen to kids.
Yeah, we should. They're not, just because they're inexperienced doesn't mean they don't have important insights.
Sometimes they are just babbling on to Babylon. Right. Trust me, having worked with kids.
Why?
Sometimes they just want to talk about nothing.
But why though?
Which is fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that, and it's easy for us to say childless millennials, but but there is something to that though, for sure. I think there was 5 or 6 slow fades to black in this movie, and I absolutely hated them. I did not like the way this movie was edited, in the sense that there were times where he was just like, well, fuck, I don't know how to transition to this next scene, and then just fades to black.
Just it was almost like the Star Wars slide swipe.
Yeah, like it was just one of those things where I'm like, he got to the end of the scene he wanted to do, and instead of just like making things, and we're going down. Oh no, it's all going to black. Okay, and then the next thing,
theater.
It just didn't. Yeah, scene. Like it just didn't. Like if I had gotten to that point in a movie, I would have been like, okay, either we need to change where this scene ends, or we need to drop the scene.
Yeah.
Like don't just fade to black because you really want the scene to stay there. Like, I have this like sneaking suspicion that M. Night Shyamalan likes to edit his own shit, but I don't have I can't prove that right now.
I mean, there was an editor listed in the comments, but not comments, credits.
Credits. Yeah, I don't know. I just got.
Maybe he was sitting over his shoulder.
Yeah, it just felt.
But I want it that way.
Yeah, I feel like there was a sense of like I want it to be this way, and I don't care if you're making some compromises, because, and also some editors have different opinions on fades.
Yeah,
they can be used, but like I just felt like it was too many times the movie would edit itself into a corner, and they'd have to be like, grenade, respawn, and then do another. It didn't. It's not how I would have edited it, I guess.
Smoke bomb.
Yeah, literally. We had I had to create a new set of notes for Megan's therapy session we started. Your plain ring for your plain wife. I'm like, yikes, this couple is having their own therapy session in the middle of this antique shop.
That couple needs did he have wavy hair and chestnut eyes? Sure.
Oh my god.
You sure you want to be proposing? You sure you should be getting married?
So the other thing too is and we talked about this a little bit already, but the note where like we really only ever see Cole talk to his mom and Malcolm
and his teacher
and in that one scene, and it felt standoffish.
Yeah.
Right. and like or he tried to engage but immediately felt alienated in that scene. So to me, it felt like that really said a lot about the energy of the the isolation was very, very strong.
Yeah.
In the movie, because he had so few people that he could talk to, and he put a lot of value in Malcolm because he heard the secret and then was fine and like still talked to him.
Yeah.
But he was so scared that his mom would just like completely like it would wreck the relationship with his mom, who the only other person that really just like accepted him at face value. It was isolating, and it kind of sends you back in a way. It sent me back because I felt, even though I've been told that people liked me, I just assumed everyone hates me. So that's my own thing to deal with. But yeah, it was very interesting.
Little bit going back.
Yeah.
During that a plane ring for your plane fiance. I mean, his wife is talking about like all the pieces in here communicate.
Right.
I'm like, okay, you have the shining. You shine.
She totally does.
You are Danny from The Shining.
No, it's really interesting.
She does have a little
some kind of clairvoyance.
Some woo-woo.
Yeah.
Ooky spooky, whatever.
No, you're absolutely right. That was an interesting one because it was like, oh, like what? Because she also like never indicates that she can see him, and part of me is
she doesn't.
I think
she hasn't leveled up her clairvoyance.
Right. Well, no,
to that point yet. I don't know.
Because I know there are people who in the world of clairvoyance, and my limited knowledge of that world is some people actually actively shut it down.
Yeah.
Like they work hard to close it. Yeah. And so I feel like she's one of those people that might be that way. Like she's kind of gotten it. Like
maybe
she's actively turning a blind eye to it, even though like you can tell, like, and so when she's asleep, she's more open to it, and somebody talks to her like she's there. Yeah, very interesting. You wigging out? Such 90s energy.
Hello, fellow kids.
How do you do, fellow kids? They spend a lot of time in that church. And I wonder, is that just because Cole feels safer there?
Maybe.
Like,
because I mean, it's not like it stops.
No,
because that's where
they meet.
Right. Was in a church.
It's definitely like a perceived thing. I think. But yeah, like I just find that interesting that he spends an amount of time there, like not during any service. His mom's not there.
Right.
He's just there hanging out in a church with his
leaving his
action
toy
figures.
soldiers all over the place.
Yeah, very odd. I don't know.
I think the toy soldiers were there to protect him.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
And that was, maybe in a church he feels safest.
Like there's just like a level of protection that he has somehow.
Also, like, how many people die in a church? Not that many.
In a church, probably not. Yeah, you're probably right.
They have funerals there, but
they're already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
but then again, it's not like he sees the people where they died all the time. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're still curious about these mechanics of ghostliness.
Yeah, there's like M. Night Shyamalan, tell us your ghost secrets.
Yeah. How does being a ghost work
in the Shyamalan-iverse?
In the Shyamalan-iverse.
I do love the do not enter fort.
Yeah.
I think it's good vibes. And actually it's bad vibes. It's very bad vibes.
Well,
it's red. It's red. And what's her name? Kylie? Kira, that's it. Just like vomits in there.
Yeah.
Like that's too bad. But her mom was poisoning her, so
for 2 years.
That is so dark.
Did you catch some of the conversation that was going on at the funeral?
Yeah, like the sister was getting sick now.
Yet?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we're there now.
Yeah, because that in the church is where Bruce Willis is like, maybe we should help them. We should help them and ask them what they want. And
right.
Anyway, so they're like the chatter at the funeral. There's like oh, 6 doctors. Wow, they went to a lot of doctors. Hubbub, hubbub.
Right.
Now the sister's getting sick.
And, I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 6 doctors thing. So this is where I kind of wanted to go on a little bit of a rant.
Yeah, go for it.
Munchausen by proxy is when...
I was about to ask if this is what you think this is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It definitely is. Is where a caregiver will make someone sick intentionally
On purpose, yeah.
for their own attention-seeking reasons.
Right.
Big famous case, Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Yep.
She was the victim of Munchausen by proxy.
Right.
And like, I mean, you can do a deep dive on that if you want. It's horrifying.
Right.
And one of the things that like just makes my insides turn to stone and like feel like stone scraping against stone, makes me feel really icky and gross, is helpless people not being believed.
Right.
Like there was a movie, I can't remember what it was called. It was on TV when I was, I don't know, 13, 14 years old. And this girl and her brother get adopted or go live with some relatives, and the relatives are horrible and they live in the middle of nowhere, so it's not like they can leave, and it's a whole thing. And she tries to tell someone else, another adult figure, and they don't believe her.
Right.
That there's weird shit going on.
Yeah.
So all this to say is listen to your kids.
Right.
Just listen to your kids.
Right.
Because they will tell you so much without telling. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we don't know the circumstances of this family. Like
Correct.
maybe dad is traveling for work constantly. Maybe whatever, XYZ. The 6 doctors thing is another thing I wanted to point out, is in Munchausen by proxy cases, a lot of times they will go to multiple doctors.
Right.
So they don't have the paper trail.
Yeah, and if a doctor gets too close,
and if a doctor gets too close to figuring it out,
right, they'll move on.
To someone else.
Right.
Because especially in the case of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she went to a ton of doctors.
Right.
And like the doctors performed unnecessary procedures on her. She had so much unnecessary surgery.
Right.
So many just chemicals that she didn't need pumped into her body, medicines that were
not helpful and dangerous.
Not helpful at all.
Own. Yeah.
Like, and I mean, she is, the not exception, but she did something horrible.
Yeah.
She was pushed.
Right.
And she, has paid her debt to society and is now living the life that she wants.
Right.
Good for her.
Right.
But yeah, so this plot fascinated me as a kid. This little detour we take.
Right. Because it feels like you wander into somebody else's movie. Yeah. It's very odd.
It's dark.
It's
so dark.
It just takes such a turn. You're like, oh wow, this is what a dark detour we found ourselves on.
It's like
in like the perfect American home energy with like the mom all
dad,
dolled
2
up
kids,
and it's
nice house in the burbs, because he mentions she had to come a long way to get to me.
Right.
Nice house in the burbs, 2 cute blonde girls.
Right.
One of them is weirdly obsessed with puppets, but whatever. We'll let that go.
One of my notes.
She doesn't deserve to die because
the
of
dolls.
puppets.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So while he's walking down the hallway, I think this is like when he's still encountering her the first time.
Yeah.
There was a Dutch angle, which we love. We love a Dutch angle.
Gotta love a Dutch angle.
We don't see him often, but when we do, we know things are crazy.
Things are off the wall.
Another line that you had when he was walking off the bus into their house to do this detour into a different movie. He's either in pajamas or a tiny businessman, and there's no in between.
There's no in between. The costuming
So
here
funny.
was tiny businessman or
Boy in pajamas.
That's
it's
it.
so funny. It is
He had
so
3 outfits.
truly. Oh man, it's good.
It was really cute.
They spend all the money on the great campy makeup for the dead people.
Yeah.
Because those were fun. There was some fun.
Oh yeah,
makeup.
there was some fun, like the people
The
hanging.
hanging and the kid that said, "Let's go find my dad's shotgun."
Oh, yeah.
The back of his head is
Back of
missing.
his head is gone.
Yeah.
And like shit like that is terrifying when you're a kid. I mean, it's terrifying
By
when you're an
now,
adult.
Yeah, it's totally scary.
Like you see, I mean, I just did a rewatch of The Pit, and there was such a good fucking show.
I've seen synopsises here and there about it, and I'm like, I can't do it, but it looks so good.
But then there's like this one like flash or like a shot in the ER, and one of the women in the crowd in the waiting room has a pencil sticking out of her ear. And just like,
yeah, no.
just a little jump scare. Like,
Yeah.
oh God.
Yeah. Oh man. I would be questioning the random child in the wake at my family's funeral.
There's no other kids
no
here.
kids in there. The only other girl was outside. It was just weird. He walked upstairs. Like, I guess, he's a little tiny businessman. You gotta let him do his thing.
He's got little tiny business to take care of.
And I love that he did that. Like, here's the other thing about that is, like, he did that alone. If you play it back later, there was no one with him.
Yeah.
He was on the bus by himself. He went out to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Like, and I get that his mom, like, we know Lynn was out working, but like, it was like, holy shit, like that kid was just all over the place.
Also, like, that's the 90s.
It was the 90s. No, you're right. That would never happen.
We were
today.
still kind of free range kids.
Kind of free range. Yeah.
I mean, as an urban kid like that would definitely know how to ride the bus by himself
and get around,
and
totally
walk around. But yeah,
totally. And also, he did have the assistance of a dead person.
Yeah.
That dead person just couldn't interact, which is interesting.
Theoretically, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know for sure.
We have so many questions about this. M. Night Shyamalan, please let us know. Oh, the line, "I'm ready to communicate with you."
That's how I'm going to start every serious conversation from now on.
Truly.
I'm ready to communicate with you now.
Poor Aaron. He'd be like, no,
he's heard worse.
I'm leaving.
He'd be happy I'm communicating at all.
That's fair. That's fair. And then in that whole sequence we kind of talked about already, but like that was actually like very emotional.
Oh God.
And just well done, just like a well acted thing.
And then as someone who's lost both my grandmas, I'm like,
yeah,
I would love to have my grandma come visit.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they do. Like, hi grandmas.
Right.
But like to know for sure, to like see them and interact with them again. Right. Would just be amazing.
And having all that shit unlock for your mom, like you could tell he had been thinking about how he was going to break it to her when he finally did. And like, I think he needed just the push for her to, from Malcolm to be like, no, she's not going to like abandon you. Because you can find a way for her to prove it to her.
Because he was already abandoned by his dad.
Right. He's just so nervous about it.
He's so nervous.
Yeah.
He's terrified of his mom, I guess, not leaving him, but
emotionally leaving him
or giving up on him.
Right. And so like he needed the push to know that she wasn't going to do that, even though. And
I think the look at me, like I would never ever going to think that you're a freak ever.
Right.
And I think that was the security line.
Right.
Like the okay, now
the
I
tether,
can.
Let's do this.
Now I can tell her everything that grandma's said to me and let her know that this is real.
Right. Yeah, it's I also think that the scene where he walks in and she's like his mom's freaking out in her sleep, having dreams or whatever.
Oh my God, that was so sweet.
And the way that he can kind of calm her down, like kind of leads me to believe that maybe he's got a little like he doesn't his power works maybe more like both directions a little bit. Yeah. Like there's something else there. Oh, then Bruce Willis realizes he's dead. It's just a through and through.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's just a flesh wound. It doesn't even hurt
it
anymore.
went right through me. It's fine.
Yeah, it went through your
Body.
I don't know, your not carotid, your
Whatever the one is.
aorta.
Yeah. Not
in the
good.
lower part of your body. Then if that thing bursts, you're pretty dead.
You're pretty dead.
You bleed out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he doesn't. Let's see. Oh yeah, and my last line. His last bit was, he needed to tell her that she was never second to him.
Yeah, or second to his career.
To his career, right? And I think my line there was like, but like also like, you might not have thought that, but like that isn't really the point.
Yeah.
Like I get that he was trying to be like, I wish I could tell her that like she always meant so much more than she thought. Like that's clearly bugging me. But like the idea of being like, no, you're wrong for feeling that way.
Yeah.
Like you should feel this way instead. Was sort of like, well,
you're a psychologist. Phrase that better.
Phrase that better, please. Take another run at that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah. So those are my notes.
Yeah.
It was good. It was better than I was expecting.
Yeah.
It was a little spooky, but not very spooky.
Yeah. Spooky light.
Spooky light.
I think it was more emotional.
It was
than spooky.
The emotion was a much higher higher playing thing than the spook.
Yeah.
But let's rate it.
Rate.
So production and design, I liked it. I liked that it was in. I liked that it was in Philly.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of fun.
I like that they mentioned that Philly is like one of the oldest cities in...
It would be terrible to be a young untrained clairvoyant
in a city like that. Yeah.
That would be tough.
That would be real hard.
So I would say and I think that other than,
because you don't notice, but Bruce Willis only wears variations of what he was wearing the night he died.
Okay.
So he's wearing like the same sweatshirt when he's at home.
Right.
He's wearing his suit when he's, out and interacting with Cole.
Right.
It's all variations on that
same thing.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, I think it was well executed. I think, we include editing in production design.
Yeah.
And I would dock it 0.5 because I thought the editing was 1. Okay, so put it at a 4.
Put it at a 4, yeah.
Put it at a 4. I think it did a lot more things good than bad, but I just, there was some parts of it that I thought I didn't
that just make you grind your teeth a little bit.
Yeah, like I just didn't like some of the editing. Some of the pacing was kind of odd.
Yeah.
And the fades to black to me, like if they worked themselves into that corner that many times they needed to do a fade to black, like come on, just rethink it. I don't know.
Can write a movie where every scene fades to black.
No, just
every single one.
We do like multiple years of this podcast, and then we just start making a movie that's like all of our pet peeves that we've ever talked about on this movie, this show.
And then Ian fires me as their director.
Oh no, because we'd be doing it to each other. The movie would be
true.
both of all of our problems.
Yeah.
It would be
we would make problems for each other.
Totally. Story. The premise is interesting.
What If My Therapist Was a Ghost?
What If My Therapist Was a Ghost?
By Chuck Tingle.
By Chuck Tingle.
That's a very different movie.
That is a very different movie.
I'd be willing to go with like a 3.5 or a 4. Do we include scripting?
We do include scripting in the story.
In story. So,
and I think,
I said, I think the premise is interesting.
Yeah,
Some of the lines are weird.
And it. Yeah. I think 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be harsher with our ratings so we get
I
more.
know, because we need to get stuff lower.
Yeah.
It's bad. We really do need to do like a refactoring of a lot of our stuff because like we've got too many clusters going on.
Yeah.
Okay, performances. I think this is a 4.5 or a 5.
I'd say 5.
I think 5. Yeah. I mean, it literally got like awards.
The first millennial male to be nominated for an Academy Award.
Was Haley Joel Osment.
Was Haley Joel Osment in 1999
at age 11.
age 11.
That's crazy, and it's deserved. Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like he really truly, like, I know we mentioned at the beginning.
He really is
good.
Like, one of the, because when he was around this age, he was in AI, so Steven Spielberg. Artificial Intelligence.
Okay.
I fucking hate that movie.
Okay, my mom has talked about. I think we've talked about it on this podcast before. My mom, I remember, mentioned it when they saw it, and I remember like them being like very visibly shaken by it.
I fucking hate that movie so much. Put it on the list.
All right.
And we will go through how much I hate it. And then he was in another movie called Pay It Forward, which had Kevin Spacey and main female actress. I can't remember.
Pay It Forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was even when he was like a young teen. So like 13, 14.
A little bit older. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
And I remember that movie he was really good in all of the movies that he was in. Like,
right. Doesn't mean the movie's good, but he was good in everything he's done. It's like Tom Hanks. Like Tom Hanks is generally pretty good, but doesn't mean every movie he was in was good.
He's like one of the young child actors that was just so good.
Yeah.
And nowadays he does a lot of voiceover stuff. He was on a couple episodes of The Boys.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like,
who the
definitely
fuck played his mom in that movie?
Like, just
Helen Hunt.
Okay.
That's
so, because like you think about it, and I don't mean to pick on these three actors, but I'm going to anyway. I do love them.
Secondhand Lions. I forgot he was in that movie. That's a cute one.
Okay, I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, it's so cute. It's him and Michael Caine and Robert Duvall.
Okay, let me see.
And it's like in the 30s, and they live in the middle of nowhere, and there's lions. I don't actually remember that much.
2003.
It's a good one. It's a cute one.
Okay.
I think it'd be a fun watch. Oh, he had a bit part in the newest season of Wednesday.
Okay.
He played the Kansas City Scalper. Let's see what he was actually like credited as. Yeah, Kansas City Scalper.
Okay. Huh.
But it's literally like a 2-minute part in the beginning of the season.
So Secondhand Lions was not on the watch list, so you get a point for that. Yeah. So not to pick on these three actors, but if we think about acting talent of young actors from ages like 8 to 12, right? Yeah. And think about another big movie series with kids that were that young at the time. Like,
gee, what could you be
thinking of? What could I be thinking of? I'm like, if you think about like, if you've gone back and watched the early Harry Potters with like a 10-year-old, I don't know if they were 10 or 11, but it was like
I think they were 11 and 12.
11 and 12.
Like 11, 12. I know Tom Felton was like 14.
They were all
in the first one.
Was he really? Oh my God.
He was the oldest.
They were all terrible.
Oh yeah, they were.
Like and I mean this nicely because they all got better. Like it wasn't they're all good actors.
They all came into their own, but this was like their first thing that they did ever.
And like he came in at the same age and he delivered a performance that was rivaled all of his adult stars.
Literally, yeah.
It's almost the point where I'm just like, you're just acting like an adult, my dude. Yeah. Like it was. So
who hurt
you? I'm ready to communicate now. Like it was such a like it was a very it was a surprising performance knowing what else was out there in blockbusters at the time.
Yeah.
Like it was a shockingly good performance. Yeah. Anyway, so that we're giving performances a 5, and Bruce Willis did great as a sensitive type, emotional, very, very strong acting. I just had never seen him do it in a movie before.
Very calm,
very
serene,
very cerebral, very keeping track of things. It was really interesting. And Toni Collette hadn't seen her in a major role before, and
love her.
She was awesome. Everyone was good.
Yeah,
it was good. Even the other kids were pretty good, I think.
Yeah,
I loved their really bad stage acting. Yeah. That was really fun.
Stop, Village
Stop,
Idiot.
Village Idiot. I'm just gonna start using that now about myself. But anyway, so that was cool. And then I think our last one is cultural impact. This is another one of those like Silence of the Lambs where like it's like
it was a sleeper hit.
It's a sleeper hit, and it's being like The Sixth Sense. Everyone knows the name of that movie.
Yep.
Like Silence of the Lambs is the same way. It's like Sixth Sense is like it's part of the cultural zeitgeist. You know, I See Dead People is an incredibly famous line.
Oh my god.
So I don't know of anything other than like I think it's kind of hard to not, and we've been saying a little bit about it as we've gone through, like M. Night Shyamalan has like a weird, like he's got a weird reputation.
Got a bunch of weird tells.
Yeah, and his reputation in the film industry is weird.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think anyone has ever been like, he's terrible to work with or like whatever, but like his movies are not consistently good and they're really specific.
This movie,
yeah,
it's just been kind of downhill from there.
I guess that's kind of what, and again, I don't know, I haven't seen most of his stuff.
Right.
But he does like a very specific kind of movie, and he kind of only does that, and maybe, and you know, and so like,
and when he tried to branch out,
it was really bad.
It made me incredibly angry and made me want to.
Was that Avatar: The Last Airbender?
It was The Last Airbender, yeah.
Yeah, so
they had to change the name because Avatar came out.
Okay, came out right.
Like right before it. So it was just The Last Airbender.
The Last Airbender. Jesus.
And holy fuck.
Yeah, I've heard all the like I clearly the man is not untalented as a filmmaker, right? He definitely like
he knows what he's doing.
This movie was minus some kind of quibbles I have about specific elements. I think it was very well executed.
Yeah.
I think that the direction to the actors was good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the direction for the cinematography was good.
Yeah.
Like it did a lot of things well. It's just that he's definitely pigeonholed himself in a corner of movie making.
Yeah.
And you know, and Wes Anderson does it too, where he's kind of cornered himself. And
I think Wes Anderson did it more on purpose.
He did. And
I think M. Night Shyamalan
accidentally found himself and realized that he only can make one kind of movie, and that's just kind of like that's just his lot in life.
Yeah.
Whereas Wes Anderson it's sort of like, what if we did the like there's like he'll take a premise and then make it Wes Anderson-y.
And then make it quirky.
Yeah, it's like, oh, but now it's quirky in pastel colors. Like, you know, it's like, and weird aspect ratios and whatever. And then with M. Night Shyamalan, it's just like, okay, buddy, yeah, you go have,
what if there's this really big twist at the end that we just like scream with a bullhorn throughout,
and I have the subtlety of a pickaxe, right? I have the subtlety. Yeah, it's too bad. It's a good movie, but I can see where if it's a director who did this really well but has a problem doing other stuff, like he's not going to be able to get much beyond that. And I can see why people there is a certain amount of and I feel bad. Like I don't know him. I don't know like how he operates or what his deal is. Like, but there is like a level of sort of derision in the film industry, like in the film world that I went through, like where it was just sort of like, okay, now where's the Shyamalan twist? Okay, like he's become sort of a punchline.
Yeah,
he's sort of the Creed of movie making. Or no, I'm sorry, Nickelback. He's the Nickelback of movie making, right?
Yeah.
Like there's arguably like parts of their body of work that isn't unpleasant or even good, but like they're for some reason just the butt of every joke.
Right.
You know? And so I think that's kind of his thing. Nickelback syndrome. Like I feel like we'll have to find out like what is the Nickelback of blank and see if we can maybe we can fill in. But like he seems to fit that niche for filmmaking.
Yeah.
Which is too bad because this movie was good.
Yeah.
And it's too bad that he hasn't been able to get his mojo the same way.
Again, sleeper hit, like is one of the only 6 horror movies to ever be nominated for Best Picture.
Right. And you can always tell when they're going to be nominated for Best Picture because they're not super scary.
Right.
But so to kind of circle back, this is a tough one for me because
It
I
is
would
on
say
the 100 or 1001 movies you have to see before you die.
Okay.
It's on a lot of
I don't see a lot of downsides.
Top 100.
It didn't age badly.
No.
There's no part of it that like all the actors ended up, I think, having good careers in one way or another. I think that the plot line it isn't insensitive. It isn't
right.
It kind of, I don't know, like it kind of stands on its own as a self-contained thing pretty well. And I think a 4.5 or would be probably what I would go with. Like, it's not
I agree
perfection,
with that. No.
but I think knowing that it
did like launch his career. It launched
right, for better or for worse.
Osment, for better or for worse.
Right.
Launched, HJO's career.
Right. Right.
And even if the stuff he's made since isn't great,
right,
he still made something pretty dang cool.
Right. I agree.
And something that has lasted
right
this long
right.
and has aged well. Like that, and that says something. That
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I think it is. It's
see above.
See above. Yep.
So I'd be okay with a 4.5 with this.
Okay.
Also, you don't really do Scrubs.
I know the characters. I've seen some episodes. I haven't ever done just like a watch through of it.
Because there's an episode where the janitor is watching The Sixth Sense on a portable DVD player in the janitor closet, and Dr. Cox interrupts him because he needs something cleaned up, and he knocks the janitor's headphones off and says, "Bruce Willis has been dead the whole time. He's a ghost." And then the janitor proceeds to make his life difficult because he spoiled the movie, even though it's like 7-8 years old at that point. So like
perfect.
The fact that it's referenced in other forms of media
totally
as kind of a famous, the famous twist.
It is the famous twist movie,
right?
For sure. I mean, even my haircut when I went to the barber, like he's like, "But you know about the twist?" I'm like, "I actually don't know about the twist,"
which is weird
because I don't know that much about the movie.
And I was surprised you didn't,
right?
But like, I was thinking you had seen that episode of Scrubs,
right? I had not. So
I got to find out what episode that is.
So that gives us a score of 4.3.
God damn it!
I know. So let's find where that lives in our land of stuff here. 4.3 is a big one. Here we go. You ready?
God damn it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The Da Vinci Code, Gross Point Blank, Gravity, Moonrise Kingdom, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Saving Grace, and and Saving Grace. And then right below it is Showgirls at 4.2, and above it is 4.4, which is Pretty in Pink, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Blazing Saddles, Office Space, and The Lighthouse. Interesting that 2 Mel Brooks movies are in 4.4. That's interesting.
That is weird. I'm trying to find the episode of Scrubs, and I'm like, so it brought up the episode My Screw Up, which is the last time Brendan Fraser appears on the show. And at the end of that episode, you find out that Brendan Fraser's character died at the beginning of the episode. But Dr. Cox was interacting with him throughout the episode, but he wasn't really interacting with anyone else.
I got it.
So it kind of has
the Sixth Sense energy.
Homage, but there's an actual episode that has
that reference from the Sixth Sense.
My hypocritical oath. And the fact that a TV show, I mean, A, references it, and then B, uses that twist.
That twist as part of an episode. Yeah.
And part of like that episode is often cited as one of the most gut-punching kind of episodes. And it's a Bill Lawrence show, so I mean, there's a lot of comedy and funny, but there's also a lot of
Oh no!
I can't even say the word. A lot of emotional resonance
Meghan is
with
like,
his stuff.
let me talk about emotions.
So get your EpiPen. I'm that allergic to emotion.
Oh my god, Meghan might have a fucking feeling over here. Jesus Christ.
Get your EpiPen. Get it.
Oh my god.
But no, so Bill Lawrence is a writer who you know did Scrubs and Shrinking and Ted Lasso and all kinds all of my favorite shows.
Yeah, he's good.
So good. But yeah, he writes with a lot of comedy and a lot of emotional resonance, and so it kind of makes sense to me that the emotional resonance of The Sixth Sense would kind of play into his form of writing.
Yeah.
And I mentioned this while we were watching. Toni Collette actually didn't realize this was a horror movie or like a thriller.
That is interesting. I mean, because
even though she read the script,
she
what she glommed onto was the emotional part,
right?
Of like the single mom kind of story,
totally,
and the struggle that her character has,
right?
So yeah, I think that's just really interesting about this movie, and again, probably why it's stood the test of time
more than so much other stuff, especially horror, which I think is a pretty fickle genre overall. It has a tendency to be feeling kind of cheap
and campy,
which isn't. And none of these are bad things, right? Like that's. I'm not trying to knock on anyone's proclivities for horror movies. I'm just saying it from a perspective of like the reason that they don't get Oscars is because they typically fall kind of shallow in certain elements.
Yeah.
And this movie didn't do that. This movie steered into the emotion, which I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, with all that being said, I think we're good to wrap. So
yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. We've got one last spook episode with a special guest who you've seen before,
heard before.
Yeah, I keep saying seen.
That's okay.
This isn't a video podcast.
Yeah, it's all right. Maybe one day.
Not yet. But yeah. So we're looking forward to that in a week, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Film School Slacker. Our graphic design is by Mitch Ransdell. Music by Ariel Shalom and Ziv Moran. Voiceover audio provided by Mike D and Janet Paoni. Learn more at filmschoolslacker.com.